Now the next paragraph, India holds a strategic location in Eastern Hemisphere. That what we had already discussed, that we are in Northern Hemisphere and Eastern Hemisphere, right? And it has a strategic importance also. Means in the whole world, what is our strategic importance? Means location wise, what is our importance in the whole world? India is in the Eastern Hemisphere. Oceans have contributed immensely in developing mutual relation in ancient times. So who played a very important role? Oceans plays a very important role to connect mutually with other countries, to create a new connection, new culture. So who plays a very important role? The whole ocean plays a very important role, right? Now India had trade relations in East Africa. So you can see here, the lines already has been given. Okay, we have because we are covered with ocean, we can connect with East Africa also, right? And then India, East Africa, South Asia and Southeast Asia, right? So we can go to South Asia, Southeast Asia also. Since ancient time, India had developed cultural and commercial relation with them due to her location. No country in Indian Ocean has a long maritime boundary. This is very important, as India has. Due to this strategic location, the ocean is named as Indian Ocean. This means what? Like Indian Ocean, why the whole, there are Pacific, Atlantic, many oceans are there, but not a single ocean is named on any country. Why Indian Ocean only? Why it is this ocean named from India? The reason is we have the longest maritime boundary. Means we are having a very big boundary, 7,516 kilometer boundary. We have no other country has such boundary, maritime boundary with an ocean. So that is the reason our country name, means our country name has been given to the one of the important ocean of the world, that is Indian Ocean. Plus we have confluence with other countries very easily. You can see, you can go to Africa, you can go to Australia, you can go to Japan, you can go to any part, Myanmar, any part of the world which are in nearby the Indian Ocean. So it becomes very easy, right? So that is the reason India plays a very important role, right? Now the next paragraph, location of India across the international waterways is also important. International waterways means, okay, we are connecting with other countries, right? So that is what the international waterways means. With the opening of Suez Canal in 1869. So the Suez Canal played a very important role, right? Because of the Suez Canal, what happened? Our connection with other countries had been reduced to 7,000 kilometer, around 7,200 kilometer. So that helps. So that is the reason importance of Suez Canal is very important, reduced by about 7,000 kilometers. Sea routes connecting East and Southeast Asia and Australia to Africa and Europe pass through the Indian Ocean. So whenever you have to go to the, what I had already discussed, if we want to go to Africa, if we want to go to Europe, if we want to go to China, Japan, anywhere, you can connect with whom? From India to other countries and by Indian Ocean. So it becomes very easy. The Circum-African waterways and Suez Canal waterway pass by India. Canada and USA can be reached through the same waterway via Strait of Malacca in the Pacific Ocean. So by Suez Canal pass from where? Africa, from Canada, from USA. So which are the important countries of the world from where the Suez Canal can pass, and that pass from India also, right? So that is the reason the connection with other countries became very easy. So you can see Suez Canal. Suez Canal is where? Here. You can see here it has been given. Suez Canal. So you can connect with other parts by the maritime boundaries of Indian Ocean. So Strait of Malacca and the Pacific Ocean. Now other very important paragraph. India has contacts with many countries since many centuries. Means we have connected with other parts of the country by land boundaries, by water boundaries for many years, means hundreds of years or from the ancient times. So what India has given to the world, that what we are going to discuss. Like goods and ideas are being exchanged since ancient times. Means they came to our country, we went to their country. So what happened? Their ideas, their beliefs, their thoughts exchange. What I feel it's good, I have accepted it, right? So that happens, right? Similarly, concept of Upanishads, stories of Ramayana and Panchatantra, therapeutic methods, Indian numerical figures and decimal system, etc. So all the different types of holy books like Bhagavad Gita is there, Ramayana is there, Mahabharata is there, Upanishads are there, right? Different types of, they all has been, you know, written or translated in many languages in every part of the world, and everybody in every part of the world, they are reading all these things. Like for example, if I give example that I am here and I went to Paris or any part of the other country, so what I feel good over there, what I, you know, like about their culture, their food, their language, I will accept that and I start using when I come back to India. It's very common, like we eat different types of things, pasta, the noodles everywhere. That how comes it was not in India, but we have started it, right? The same way our culture also has been taken by the part of the world. These all are the important, like we have started zero number system, we have started decimal system, and that has been accepted all over the world, could reach many parts of the world. India has an important location in South Asia. There are 29 states and national capital territory and 6 union territories in India. Now that has been changed because of Jammu and Kashmir and others. So that has been a different thing. So this is what has been given in this whole page. I hope you understand what it has been given.